Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show, live from Pat Preston Memorial Stadium at Liberty High School in Bakersfield, California. I'm Mark Heffernan. Tonight's matchup features the 2-2 visiting Ridgeview High Wolfpack against the home team, Liberty High Patriots, who are 3-1. Now, Kamara Cotton-Moy is the quarterback for Ridgeview. He's had a fantastic year. He's an outstanding athlete, one of the top in this area this year rushing. He has carried the ball 24 times for 539 yards, an average of 7.28 per carry and 6 touchdowns. Brandon Tripp is also a fine ball carrier, the running back, also plays defense for Ridgeview. 68 carries for 407 yards and 4 scores, a 6.00 average. Kamari passing 26 of 52, which is 50%, for 383 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks, 2 last week, and also a fumble. Persons, one of his receivers, 5 catches for 65 yards and a score. And Aaron McDonald, 4 for 111 yards and a touchdown. Now, we talk about Kamari and Brandon Tripp, 2 outstanding athletes for Ridgeview, but on defense they struggled last week against Hart High of Newhall, a power in the Southern Section in a Foothill League. And Hart beat them 49-27, but it was not a game in the second half. It basically was over with as Hart literally ran and passed over and through the Ridgeview defense, which has about 4 or 5 sophomores on it. Ridgeview should improve as the season progresses. They have played a very tough schedule. As far as Liberty is concerned, Jose Medina, the fine junior quarterback, is improving game by game. 42 of 60 passing, 457 yards and 4 scores. Rushing, though, Corbin Jounty, one of the top rushers in the area, the Central Section, 69 carries, 613 yards and 10 scores this year. He gained over 1,200 yards last year. Anthony Mariscal, the sophomore, 17 carries for 189 yards and 4 scores. Check out the percentages. Jounty is around 9 yards per carry, and Mariscal about the same scenario. Receiving, Kenny Davis, the senior wideout, 5'8", 185 pounds, built more like a running back. 24 receptions, 300 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Harrell, the outstanding player on defense for Liberty, 34 tackles this year. He returns punts, kickoffs, and does so much. He's an outstanding player. That's going to do it for tonight's PlayOnSports.com pregame show. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a few minutes. Friday Night Football begins next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Bakersfield, California. I'm Mark Heffernan on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Ridgeview High Wolfpack, who are 2-2, against the home team, the Liberty High Patriots, who are 3-1. Now, I saw Ridgeview last week lose to Hart High of New Fall, 49-27. Hart is an outstanding team with a great quarterback, exceptional running backs and receivers, and a stout defense. That game basically was over with at halftime. And I have seen, in fact, Liberty lost against Central High of Fresno earlier in the year when they lost 10-9. Liberty blew out Delano in game 1, lost at home to Central. And since then, they have been performing very well, blowing out to Hatchby on the hill and winning big last week against Buchanan right here at Pat Preston Memorial Stadium. So Liberty 3-1, Ridgeview 2-2. Liberty moving left to right across your internet TV dial here in the first quarter. And of course, Ridgeview in the opposite direction. Ridgeview, yellow pants, white jerseys, and purple helmets and purple letters. At Ridgeview, navy blue jerseys, white letters, and silver helmets.
Ridgeview will begin at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
The man to look for Ridgeview is number 3, Kamari Cotton Moya, quarterback. He's a dual threat. And number 5, Brandon Tripp. They have run the bulk of the offense this year for Ridgeview. And they start out at a shotgun. Tripp the ball carry across the 20 to about the 22. A very quick handoff from Moya to Tripp. And of course, what Kamara will do quite a bit is fake the handoff and run on his own. Last week, he ran over a number of DBs for Hart. He was the one guy that Hart High could not stop last week in that victory. But it takes more than one player in football to win. And that was the problem. Hart had too many athletes and executed very well, except for the fact they were off sides about 3 or 4 times in the game. The keeper by Cotton to the 30-yard line. It has a first down for Ridgeview.
Darren Stevenson tackling Kamari Cotton Moya.
He's about 6'2", 195 pounds. Kamari Cotton Moya. Darren Stevenson, number 3, making the tackle. He's 5'8", about 170. It's a very tough matchup for him around the outside, but he got help. Ridgeview will play primarily with the receivers to each side, sometimes do a trip right or trip left formation. Slot right now. With Cotton Moy in the backfield, and Brandon Tripp about 2 yards behind him on 1st and 10. Tripp, nice little opening across the 35 to about the 37, so Ridgeview starting off very well. Last week they moved the ball in the first quarter, but they coughed it up about 2 or 3 times, and Hart took advantage of that. A great team, and you commit turnovers against them, they were going to score, and Hart did not kick field goals. They scored touchdowns from long distance, quite a bit in that game. They were strong, weak side, strong side. 2nd down and 5 here in the first quarter for Ridgeview. Moving right to left. 10:25 to play in the first. Liberty showing blitz, and it might be offsides against Liberty. Look like Adrian Vasquez touched an offensive lineman for the Wolfpack. That'll be 5 yards against the Patriots and first down for Ridgeview. So Ridgeview last week gave some gifts to Hart early and paid for it. Never can get back to the game. There's Tripp again. And the offensive line pushing very well. Forward progress should give him, get him up to about the 49-yard line. So nice pickup for Ridgeview. So they have run very effectively on this first drive against Liberty.
Brandon Tripp on the carry, pickup of 7 on the play.
One thing I noticed about the Patriot faithful, the last time we did a game here, very quiet in that particular ball game against Central. And they're quiet tonight. Keeper by Kamari to the 45-40, Liberty territory. Look at that speed, 30-25, puts his head down, thrown out of bounds. A flag is down at the 27-yard line in Liberty territory. Kamari Cotton Moya. That's what you do. You run effectively with Tripp up the middle about 4 or 5 times. Then you kind of play action fake it. You have a quarterback who could run, goes around the outside. The defense was totally fooled. But this might be coming back. holding against Ridgeview. And that was their
Holding
bugaboo
against
last
Ridgeview.
week on a couple of runs, long runs. The penalties, the turnovers. Cotton Moy had an INT early, also fumbled the ball when they were still in the game against Hart.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Then once Hart scored 2 and 3 times early, Ridgeview could never catch up because they couldn't stop the Indians. But in this game, Ridgeview has come out ready to play at 2 and 2 overall. Liberty 3 and 1, 9:30 to play here in the first quarter. So we have 2 receivers to the left side. We have Cotton Moya and Tripp in the backfield for the Wolfpack. 4-man defensive front for Liberty. Man is in motion. And that might be against the Wolfpack. 2 players in motion at the same time.
False start
Illegal procedure.
against Ridgeview.
The 5th game of the year, you should not be having penalties like that too often in a game. That's just concentration and execution. In the 1st or 2nd game, I can understand it, but not in the 5th game. Especially when you're on the road. So 1st and 15 for Ridgeview. Cotton Moya with a man in motion, looking over the defense. Hand off the Tripp. Powers his way inside of 35 to about the 33, running very effectively against Liberty. It was supposed to have a stout defense. They've been pushed around here in the first quarter.
Pick up a 7 on the play.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 8.
And he's getting an excellent push from his offensive line. Tripp. He has a small opening. He can take the distance. He averages over 6 yards a carry. And Moya at 7.2. Both have the speed to burn. 2nd down. Keeper, Cotton Moya, 30-yard line. Dragged down at the 28, shy of the 1st down, but a nice run nevertheless. Harrell
Kamari Cotton Moy on the carry.
close to the stop for Liberty.
Tackled by Cole Harrell.
Cole Harrell, 34 tackles coming into the game for Liberty. Also returns punts, kickoffs. Does a lot for the team. This Tripp again. Look at that hole off the right side. 1st down at the Lib 20-yard line. I mean, it's a nice cut left-right.
About 6 on the play.
Give credit to the
1st
offensive
down
line.
Ridgeview.
For Ridgeview, opening up holes for number 5, the running back. 8:20 to play here in the first quarter. Brandon Tripp.
Damian York checks in for the Patriots.
And once in a while, Cotton Moya will fake it to him and run either right or left. They haven't had to pass the ball in this game. 8:09 to play in the first quarter. Ridgeview on the move. Cotton Moya will the keeper this time to the 20. 15, stays on his feet. 10-yard line. It might be a 1st down for Ridgeview as Cotton Moya just barely got tripped up. Otherwise, he was headed for 6. He is a low to bring down.
9 on the play.
Got Tripp about 180 pounds, 5'11 frame, and
2nd and about
Cotton Moy
a
about
foot.
6'2", 195. Both have great speed and power. They get help from their offensive line and eliminate the turnovers. They could be very tough with 7:30 to play. Tripp again. A little slice off the right side to the 8-yard line. Harrell and company over there.
Brandon Tripp on the carry.
But of course, still picking up yardage. The ball at the 8-yard line. Ridgeview football. 7:11 to play in the first. Nice cutback by Tripp. Inside of 5, looking for the push.
Brandon Tripp.
Might be to the 3 or 4-yard line. So we'll call it 2nd and goal for Ridgeview. A very impressive opening drive for the Wolfpack. And the key for them is they haven't turned the ball over yet,
2nd and goal.
which they did too frequently last
At
week,
the 3.
and it took them out of the game. They're basically running the football. Off tackle right, and quarterback a couple of plays by Cotton Moya. 2nd and goal from the shotgun. Pitch back. And a cutback touchdown, Ridgeview Wolfpack. William Robertson, number 20, his first carry of the night. So they fake the handoff to Tripp. You think that maybe Cotton Moy is going to keep it himself. Nice pitch to Robertson, who scores a touchdown. Robertson, a senior, 5'11", 195. Kind of the third option on offense, and Ridgeview leads 6-0. Rodrigo Rios to try to PAT. Number 40, it's up, it's good.
The extra point is good.
Wolfpack come out howling tonight. 7-0 with 6:23 to play in the first quarter. In front of a very quiet Liberty High crowd. Liberty scored over 40 points last week and over 40 against Delano and also Tehachapi. So 3 games this year they've scored over 40 points. Their lone loss, they scored 9 and losing to Central. Impressive drive for the Wolfpack.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to help me welcome Bright House to the Liberty High School campus. Tonight's announcers for the Bright House Game of the Week, Brian Adams and Arvin High School's finest, Vance Palm.
Okay, the Wolfpack kicking off here in the first quarter, 6:23 to play, 7-0 over Liberty. An extremely impressive opening drive, had a couple of penalties there, but no turnovers. And the Patriots had trouble stopping Brandon Tripp, but give credit to his offensive line up front. He doesn't need a lot of error to maneuver.
Rios to kick off.
Able to cut left, right, etc. And a couple of runs by Cotton Moy to keep the defense honest, and then the pitch to Robertson for the touchdown, number 20. So Robertson gets credit for the score, but basically the offensive line and Tripp and Moy did most of the work. But he's kind of the decoy, which works in that play on the second and goal situation. It's about a 3-yard run. As Rios will kick off for the Wolfpack. Kind of wobbles it out there, doesn't want to run back. It's kicked around. Picked up by Davis, knocked out of bounds at the 22. Kenny Davis, the wide receiver, kickoff returner for Liberty. And the Patriots find themselves down 7-0 here in the first quarter with 6:17 to play.
Patriots begin at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
The Patriots at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Medina, the quarterback from the shotgun, looking left. Lofts it out there complete. At a short gain to about the 23. Josh Medina, the quarterback, the junior for Liberty.
Pass complete to Frankie Mattia.
Frank Mattia with a short gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. Ridgeview 7, Liberty nothing. 5:51 to play in the first quarter. Trip right formation for the Patriots. Davis, one of those receivers, he's right in the middle. Jounty, the ball carrier, number 23, has a first down across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Corbin Jounty, the senior, who's gained about 1,900 yards combined his last 2 seasons, season and a half. Close to 700 yards this year in the first 4 games, and over 1,200 last season.
Jounty for about 7 on that carry.
He can run for the tough yards, and he can break it deep. Medina behind center. Jounty to the outside. Ridgeview comes up, does a great job of stringing out the play. Dalen Warren, number 24 over there, kind of leading the charge, along with Alejandro Pulido for the Wolfpack, showing some speed, not allowing Jounty to get to the outside. Short game, we'll call it 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the 34 of Liberty, Mariscal wide right. Plays running back for Liberty, trip left formation. Medina to throw. Receiver covered. He will keep it. And he will take it down to the 35. As Ridgeview penetrated to the ball carrier very quickly. He wanted to make a quick flip out to the left side, but the receiver was covered, so he had to eat it basically. He gains maybe 2 yards into play. Third down for Liberty, 3rd and 5. Maitia, wide left for the Patriots. Mariscal, slot left. Davis, slot right for the Patriots. Medina from the shotgun, 3rd and 5. Sets up looking left, fires it over the middle. The pass, is it picked off? I think it is. Picked off by Ridgeview. Taylor with a pick for Ridgeview at their own 46-yard line. Great interception. Diving grab, kind of fumbled it, juggled it in the air, and came away with it. It's kind of like a highlight play. Looked like a nice throw by Medina, but it kind of threw it into a zone coverage. And Ridgeview takes over at their own 45-yard line.
10 at their own 45.
So Ridgeview coming out with a 7-0 lead. They have the ball at their own 45 after the interception. Kamara Cotton Moya, number 3 at quarterback from the gun. Trip behind him. 2 receivers wide right. Play action. He's going to throw. Now decides to run. Nice move to the outside. He loses a couple of tackles and he goes down. He ran a lot and maybe lost about a half yard.
Christian
Christian Sinnott. A couple of guys making the tackle for Liberty. They really converge upon the ball carrier. Kamara Cotton Moya. And 2nd and 10 for the Wolfpack. So the play action didn't work. But Ridgeview right now has a 7-0 lead with 3:52 to play in the first quarter. Cotton Moya with Brandon Tripp. Cut back to about the midfield 50. We'll call it 3rd down for Ridgeview. 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. Ridgeview with the ball right at midfield. The Wolfpack leading by 7. Receivers to each side. Now the Wolfpack shifting around on offense. And they will call a timeout most likely. Timeout, Wolfpack. With a 7-0 lead here with 3:14 to play in the first. They had a very impressive drive, topped off by the touchdown by Robertson off the pitch from Kamara Cotton Moya. And Brandon Tripp and Moya did most of the work on that drive. In fact, they didn't pass one time, I don't believe. And then they have the interception against Liberty, who, for the second game that I've done concerning Liberty, they come out very flat and quiet. What's it about me that for some reason when I show up, the crowd is silent? I'd be just... See, one thing that Liberty has to do this year to be an exceptional team is be consistent every week. And like I said last week, they scored over 40 points against a team from Clovis Buchanan. They were up for them. Central, the game we did, they were very lackluster. They should have won that game, but lost 10-9, missed a PAT late in the game. And then they're at Delano, they score over 40 points and win. At Tehachapi, score over 40 and win. And last week over 40, so a little bit of a roller coaster ride. 3rd down. Keeper by Cotton Moya. They'll be shy of the first down, but they probably will go for it. Maybe in a situation. They're in Liberty territory, but at the 47-yard line, maybe it's a punt. Depends on what Dennis Manning, the head coach, decides to do against Tony Mills' defense. Tony Mills, the head coach of Liberty. It appears if they're going for, well, it's 4th and 1. In Liberty territory at the 46. 2:40 to play. Tripp hit, dropped. It'll be Liberty football. So they went for it on 4th and 1 and lost about a yard.
Adrian Vasquez.
Vasquez will tackle for Liberty. So they tested the Liberty defense up front. Vasquez makes a stop.
On the play. 1st and 10, Patriots.
Actually lost about a half to 1 yard. First down for Liberty. So a mild gamble by Ridgeview, but not major. The Patriots with the ball, throwing 47. Davis in motion. He has the ball. Receiver sweep. Great coverage by Ridgeview. They throw him out of bounds. Here comes a couple of flags. It could be a hold against Ridgeview and maybe a personal foul against, no, hold against Liberty, maybe a personal foul against Ridgeview. Could be offsetting. But one thing that the Wolfpack have done this game, they've covered the sweeps of Liberty very well. They've shown the speed to stay with Jounty or Medina or even Davis in that play. They are stringing plays out and forcing the running back or receiver to cut back against the grain. I would guess it could be offsetting penalties. Holding against Liberty and personal foul against Ridgeview, offsetting penalties. Let's do it over again.
Holding against the Patriots and a horse collar.
Horse collar tackle on the far side, on the Ridgeview side.
Offsetting penalty.
You can't do that, high school, college, or even professional football anymore. Very dangerous. Tackle somebody by the back of the neck or just above the neck. It's not normally done on purpose, but it's a way to grab a hold of the other person's jersey. First down for Liberty at their own 47. Medina, play action, rolls to his right, fires it out, complete to Davis. At the 45 in Ridgeview territory, at 5'8", he climbs the ladder of success. Let's see where they give him forward progress with 2:17 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 Ridgeview.
2nd and 2.
It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Wolfpack 45-yard line. Davis, the top receiver for Liberty this year, the senior. Like I said, is built more like a running back than a wide receiver at 5'8", maybe 185. Movement on the offensive line of Liberty. Illegal procedure. That was the center or the right guard, I believe. So they're getting too excited. They want to hit somebody. We'll call it 2nd and 7 for Liberty. The ball on the right hash mark. Medina jaunting the backfield. Two receivers to each side. Wolfpack with 3 men on the defensive front. Jounty cut back, almost like horse collar against him. He powers his way to the 40 at a first down into Wolfpack territory. Yeah, that was almost a horse collar against Jounty, number 23. He's the runner, almost a penalty, a personal foul against Ridgeview.
2 of our defensive linemen, Gabriel Flippo, number 70, number 72, Jack Trudeau.
First down for the Patriots. I formation. Jounty hesitates to 35-30. And another first down or close to a first down, depending on where they mark the ball. Prevon Alexander, number 4, close to the play for Ridgeview. First down for the Patriots. 1:15 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Ridgeview. Liberty on the move as they began this drive from their own 20-yard line. Medina from the gun, 2 receivers to each side, looking left, fires it complete. Maitia for the reception at close to the 20-yard line, throwing underneath the coverage. Something that Garces didn't do in their loss to BHS a couple of weeks ago. They did a great job throwing deep, but in the fourth quarter with the defense of BHS back deep and just playing maybe 50 yards off the ball, you have to throw underneath coverage.
2nd and 3.
Jounty, the single running back, he has the ball to the 20-yard line, powers his way to about the 18, but it should be another first down for Liberty. The Patriots keeping it going here late in the first quarter. 25 seconds to play in the first, and 7-0 in favor of Ridgeview.
Patriots now at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
Looks to be a timeout for Liberty. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/S-B-P. After one quarter, it is 7-0 Ridgeview over Liberty at Pat Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School in Northwest Bakersfield, across from Liberty Park. A balmy evening here in Bakersfield. Not like it is in the San Francisco Bay Area, about 25-degree difference. But I think fall is just about upon us, so things should get nice within a week or two. Virtually no wind here tonight. Very stagnant. It was humid this afternoon.
Once again,
but the evening is becoming very pleasant.
The life of Robert Edelman, Bob Edelman, the math teacher from Liberty High School, passed away last summer. He was the announcer for, the spotter for the press box for the last.
And for Liberty, first down, 1st and 10, inside the 20-yard line of Ridgeview territory. Liberty trying to get on the board, down 7-0. This drive began at their own 20-yard line. Jounty in motion. Will play action. Medina's pass complete to Mariscal. Look at him put his head down. Fights his way to about the 11-yard line. The reception at the 16 on the sophomore. Not wanting to go down with a second and third effort. Man, he was outstanding on the junior varsity team last year as a freshman. Mariscal, and high expectations for him. He could play running back, wide out, flanker back, a very versatile performer. And he's going to be a star here, number 25. Jounty has the ball. Nice penetration by Ridgeview.
Jounty on the carry.
William Robertson playing D for the Wolfpack. He scored that touchdown. He made the tackle for the Wolfpack. Had help from his friends who kind of stalled Jounty in the backfield. And 3rd and 4 for the Wolfpack. 3rd and 4, I should say, for Liberty. Wolfpack on defense and doing a good job tonight. I think last week they gave up 28 points in the first quarter, or at least 21. Some of it was due to their own faults. Beginning to throw. Protection breaks down. Flag is down, probably a hold. He throws it to Jounty on the far side. Jounty breaks a tackle to the 10-5 towards the pylon. They call it a touchdown, but I think they may have to call it back.
Jounty in for the touchdown, but there's a flag.
I believe it's a hold against Liberty. Yes, it is. That flag was called on the spot. That was almost a lateral pass to Jounty on the far side, which means he throws the ball behind the running back, and he better catch it. If he doesn't, it's a live ball. So all that work for nada for number 23. A very quiet, sullen crowd here at Liberty High School.
It's a spot foul. It ends up being about 17 yards.
3rd and long for the Patriots. That's really a critical mistake, a critical penalty when you're driving.
Ball now at the 20.
Mariscal wide left. Jounty Medina in the backfield, trip right formation for the Patriots. Jounty powers his way inside the 25 to about the 22. Michon Williams had a look at him in the backfield, but couldn't bring him down. Maybe slowed him up just a little bit. That'll be 4th down for the Patriots, and looks like they are going to try for a field goal. This will be about a 39-yarder from the 29-yard line. Zach Sullivan, number 19, looking for the long field goal. Definitely far enough. It's good. Sullivan with a 39-yard field goal. And Liberty on the board. It is now Ridgeview 7, Liberty 3 with 9:48 to play in the second quarter. Nice kick by Sullivan. Well, I talked about Liberty, and 3 of their games this year, they've started off very fast, scoring over 40 points in 3 games. And their lone loss, they scored 9 the entire game and lost 10-9. And they lost that game because of a missed PAT at the end of the 3rd quarter after a 64-yard touchdown run by Corbin Jounty. So the fans were pumped up after the score, and then their shoulders just dropped when the PAT was missed. Going from, it's amazing the way the emotions just changed so quickly, and they never had a chance to score again. They actually got to the 30-yard line late in the ball game, and the final pass was either intercepted or incomplete as the time expired. So PATs are important when you're behind in a game, obviously. When you're scoring 30 and 40 points, they're not as important. This was a field goal, and 7-3. Okay, Sullivan kicking off for Liberty from the 40. Ridgeview playing very strong here in the first half on the road. They're 2-2 coming in, and the Patriots 3-1. It goes through the end zone. It will be brought back to the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 for Ridgeview. Kamari Cotton-Moy, the quarterback, is also the kick returner and plays some defense for Ridgeview. You know, he may be a safety in college. They don't look at him as a quarterback, more of a spread. I'm not really sure about his passing ability. Obviously, he's an exceptional runner and athlete. So down the road at the next level, he will play at the next level. Could be as a defensive back, a safety, a free or strong safety, has the size for it. Probably could be a receiver or anything on the field. 1st and 10. Quick reverse to the 25, 30-yard line. Almost looked like a horse collar there. Tuan Keaton, number 11, the runner for Ridgeview. 5'11", 170-pound senior. So they fake the trip. Keaton lining up right slot, runs left and has a nice pickup. It'll be 1st down for Ridgeview at their own 32. Nice job of coaching by Dennis Manning tonight. And Colby Harrell, number 32 for Liberty, one of their top defensive players, hobbles off the field. Not a good sign for the Patriots. He's their top tackler. Cotton Moya with a keeper and barely gets to the 35-yard line. He runs into a host of Patriots. So they were not fooled.
Tackled that time by Cody Mitchell. Kamari Cotton Moya, the carrier. 2nd.
Like Derek Frost was over there. Also number 30 for Liberty. Mitchell making the initial stop. 2nd down, 2nd and 7 for Ridgeview. Drummond Persons wide right for the Wolfpack, number 2. The ball in the left hash mark. 8:40 to play in the first half. Cotton Moya maybe audibleizing. Gives the ball a trip. Nice run to the 40-yard line. Puts his head down across the 45 to the 47. 1st down for the Wolfpack.
Brandon Tripp for the 1st down.
Tell you, the Wolfpack could come out with fire tonight, which I didn't see last week at home. And Tripp is running very hard.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
If Liberty didn't think so, they're in a game tonight. So they have to realize it pretty soon. 8:20 to play in the first half. They are down 7-3. Receivers to each side for Ridgeview. Kamari Cotton Moya calling signals. Play action over the middle. Complete. Nice catch. 1st down for the Wolfpack. Across the 45 to the 43 in Liberty territory. Looking good. Shaquoin Baines on the reception. Nice play action.
1st down.
Excellent catch. So Ridgeview showing some wrinkles I didn't see last week against Hart, but I guess they didn't have time to do it since they were down by a lot early in that game. Thanks to the turnovers and the excellence of Hart's team. You're down early by 3 touchdowns. It's really hard to get back into a game. Man is in motion. Keeper Cotton Moya fakes a pitch inside of 40 to about the 37. And their offense is giving Liberty all kinds of fits in this game. You have a quarterback who could run like that and pitch the ball. He made a nice fake that time. One thing of number 5, a very good running back in Tripp. The offensive line starts by opening up holes. Tripp's running effectively. Once in a while, Cotton Moya will fake it to him and run left to right or pass it. And then also throw underneath the defense with short tosses. Gives the defense a few things to worry about. It hasn't been just Cotton Moya and Tripp tonight. A few other guys have contributed. Second and short, 2nd and 4. Tripp to the 30, 25, 20 down the sidelines. He will take it all the way. Touchdown, Ridgeview.
Brandon Tripp, touchdown, Ridgeview.
30 yards plus for the Wolfpack. Tripp broke to the outside, had too much speed for the Liberty defense. And what is happening here tonight? Amazing. Tripp is improving on his 6 yards a carry average. At number 40, Rodrigo Rios trying the PAT. Devin Lemke, the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So Ridgeview playing the game of the season for them, leading Liberty 14-3 with 6:44 to play. I've talked about consistency a lot. To be an exceptional team, a great team, you have to have consistency every week, no matter who you're playing. It's easy to get pumped up for the teams you think are outstanding, and more difficult to get pumped up for a team that maybe lost a week before by 20-something points, but it's all relative as to who that team played the week before. And sometimes you win one week by 30 points, you're not really that hungry for the following week against a team in your own area. But you still have to play with the same mentality every week. You play 10 games in regular season in high school football. There's no reason not to be excited to play every week. That's the way I look at it. And, maybe 1 or 2 playoff games. You practice a lot, but very few games. It's not like basketball and baseball where you have anywhere from, 23 to 30 games. At any rate, Ridgeview has shocked this crowd and shocked me with a 14-3 lead. Their offense is giving Liberty all kinds of fits. A lot of it has been Brandon Tripp, number 5.
Rios to kick off.
Have a line drive kick to the 25, and Ridgeview is hitting hard up to the 37. The Wolfpack could come out ready to play tonight.
Bustos on the carry.
Bustos on the carry. You pay a little bit of price. Got hit by 3 or 4 Wolfpack. They've been howling pretty good in the first half. But a game is 4 quarters. We'll see what happens then. Liberty hasn't held the ball much in this game. And they're at their own 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Down 14-3. Jounty. Slice across the 40-yard line. About a 3 or 4 yard run. That'll be 2nd down for the Patriots. 6:20 to play in the first half. 14-3 in favor of Ridgeview. Mariscal wide left for the Patriots. Tripp right formation. Medina and Jounty in the backfield. For Liberty, shotgun. Clock running. Man is in motion. Medina looking to right. Forward on the right sidelines, has a man open. It's juggled and dropped. It should have been caught. It was right there.
Harker, the intended receiver.
Harker right through his hands. Perfect pass by Medina. Instead of having a first down inside the Ridgeview 30, it's 4th down for Liberty. Sometimes you have to make plays in a game to get your team pumped up. One play can turn the course of a game, at least emotionally around. It's just a long jog back to the huddle or to the sidelines when you miss a pass. 3rd and 6. Medina, Mariscal, tries to cut back, and Ridgeview right on the ball. 4th down for Liberty. A gain of about 2 yards.
Anthony Mariscal on the carry.
Robert Watson, number 9, linebacker, Ridgeview, and on the tackle, a senior, 6'1", 235. Alejandro Pulido. 4th and 3 for Liberty. Punting time. Zach Sullivan doing honors for Liberty. He'll be punting from his own 30-yard line. Nice snap. Beautiful punt. High, in over end. Comes to the 10-yard line, 15, 20-yard line, 25. A few blocks. Nice position for Ridgeview. Aaron McDonald. The punt return, number 27 for the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Handled that punt very well. A wide receiver, punt returner, 6'1", 205-pounder. Nice size for a wide receiver, by the way. 4:57 to play in the first half. The Liberty crowd very quiet tonight. I was expecting to see more people support the Wolfpack on the far side. They are from Bakersfield, not that many miles away. Playing fine tonight. There's Tripp, running hard, tripped up. No pun intended. But he gets up to about the 35. Had a chance to take it more. He was somewhat tackled from behind. They got a piece of his ankle. But still a 5-yard pickup. When you're running well, you pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Tripp is just really accelerating tonight. He's very explosive, number 5. He looks quicker than he did last week against Hart. Marion Cotton Moya. 4-man defensive front for Liberty. Moya on the keeper, 35. And 2 to 39 out of bounds. The clock stops. 4:14 to play in the first half, and 14-3 in favor of Ridgeview.
3rd and 1.
Ridgeview sticking to the game plan. And that is giving the ball to Brandon Tripp. Off left or right tackle. Once in a while. Moya will take it himself. Maybe with a pitch or a short toss. So adding a few things to their arsenal. Receivers to each side. He's about 3 yards behind the center. Cotton Moya. Nice move in the backfield by Tripp. Across the 42 to about the 44.
Brandon Tripp.
Kind of made a side run. First down for Ridgeview. You know, Tripp, number 5, just looks like he's going to break it almost every time he takes the ball tonight. He's finding the seams in the defense. And it's cutting left, cutting right. Nice angle running by Brandon Tripp. And I think he's going to break another one. Liberty defense has been on the field quite a bit here in the first half. They'll be tired in the second half, one way or the other. 2 receivers far left for Ridgeview. 3:14 to play in the first half. 14-3. Robertson in motion. And most likely a penalty against Ridgeview. Motion penalty against the Wolfpack.
Penalty flag.
The Patriots trying to figure out what is hitting them tonight. Well, it's a pack of wolves. Hungry wolves. Hungry for a victory. They know they were dominated last week against Hart. They were routed. They've come out this week with something to prove. Sometimes you get slapped in the face. You can either lay down or come out stronger the following week. You have to decide as a team. The coach can yell at you all he wants. Doesn't really make any difference. 2 receivers far left. Cotton Moya, quarterback, doing a great job managing the game. Robertson in motion. Tripp, he's finding the openings. Gets up to about the 44-yard line. Now they're pushing Liberty back almost every play. Harrell making the tackle, but they're always pushing forward. And I have to start giving some credit to their offensive line, like Justin James, 52, a sophomore, and a 290-pounder for Ridgeview. 290 pounds, he's a sophomore. Means he's about 15. Okay, second down, 2nd and 10. 3 minutes. Robertson in motion. Cotton Moya with the keeper. Midfield 50. And to about the 49 Liberty territory.
Kamari Cotton Moya.
Always looks like he's going to pitch it to Robertson. So on defense, you kind of have to hold your ground. He runs over you or cuts inside of you.
3rd down and 4.
You can't over-pursue when you're on defense. 3rd and 4. Ridgeview using up the clock, doing whatever they would like to do tonight. And that's keep the ball away from Liberty. Not turn the ball over. Lemke wide right for the Wolfpack. Cotton Moy looking to the left. Sidelines. The keeper. The 45. Cuts back 40. 35-30. Throwing down. First down for the Wolfpack. Brought down by 3 Patriots. Cotton Moya. 7.28 average coming into the game. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions passing, but he's primarily a runner. He gets ahead of steam. It's hard for a defensive back or anybody to bring him down. When you're 195 or 200, you can let a defensive back that's 165 or 170 tackle you in the open field? I don't think so. If you're great, it shouldn't happen unless you're double teamed. Receiver wide right. Ball left hash mark for Wolfpack. And they have played a splendid first half. The guys up front. Tripp stumbles in the backfield. Gets inside of the 25 to about the 24.
Tripp on the carry.
2nd down and 8.
Pick up at 1, 2nd and 9.
A supreme first half effort by Dennis Manning and his team. Nice comeback from last week. Tony Mills will have a long discussion with his Liberty team at the half. Lemke lines up on the left side for Ridgeview. 2nd and 8. Cotton Moya will play action, rolling to his right. Looking downfield, throws on the run. Complete, touchdown, Wolfpack. Shaquan Baines, the big tight end. 200-pounder, number 34. The quarterback makes the play. They have to respect his ability to run. He threw that well on the run.
Touchdown,
split the D. You set up a pass with the run. And we have a very quiet Pat Preston Memorial Stadium here tonight in Northwest Bakersfield. Rios to try his 3rd PAT of the first half. It's up, it's high enough, it's good. No good, must have been far right. It'll look good from here. Any rate, 20-3. Wow, what a surprise in favor of Ridgeview. So the team that got hounded last week, 49-27, and the game was not really that close as the score was. They scored a couple of touchdowns late. At home, they were lackluster at home last Friday against an exceptional team in Hart High. Tonight, they've been anything but lackluster. Came out with a fine drive to start it. They're hitting well on defense. Special teams has been good. And it's a Ridgeview team that has executed very well tonight. Liberty has been flat, and they don't have a clue as to how to stop Ridgeview's offense in this game. We try to contain Cotton Moya. We play off him. Do we go after him? Okay, double team him. They pitch the ball out to Tripp or Robertson. Or play action. Cotton Moya play actions, finds a guy open over the middle. So a 17-point lead for Ridgeview. And somewhat of a shocker. 54 seconds to play in the first half. What Ridgeview has done is kept the ball away from Liberty in this game. Eliminated Jonty from breaking it long, which I think he Still might before this game is done with. They've executed on both sides of the ball. Kick comes to the 10-yard line, to the 20, 25, and down. The special teams play has been very good for the Wolfpack, making tackles, not allowing for the long run back.
Returned that time by Tanner Paddock.
Tanner Paddock. So Liberty has not started any drives inside Ridgeview territory. Their own 20, 28, 30-yard line. So
possession at the 27-yard line.
First down for Liberty at their own 27-yard line. 49 ticks on the clock here in the first half. Ridgeview 20, Liberty 3. Medina in the backfield with Jounty. 2 receivers to each side. And Jounty again. Kind of dips past one tackler. Powers his way out of bounds to the 33. DeAndre Turner, number 22 with the tackle. He's 5'7", 155 pounds, but showing a lot of heart. Because they have 2 and 3 guys kind of converging on every running back for Liberty. One guy makes the initial stop, but it's been a very good team effort for Ridgeview. Really attacking the ball carriers. 3-man defensive front for the Wolfpack. Medina to throw. The pass complete far side. Once again, the completion, but the guy goes down right away with triple the tackle. My team with the reception. They are not allowing Liberty, the receivers, to catch the ball and then take another 10 or 20 yards. Very short tackling for Ridgeview. And a timeout, 34 seconds left here in the first half. It has been all Wolfpack so far. So what does Liberty do in this possession? Do they still try to throw it deep or just run out the clock? They haven't had a ball that much, and they've been somewhat stagnant offensively. I think Ridgeview has showed more creativity on offense. They learned from their defeat last week, and that's what you have to do. Call it 3rd and 3. Liberty has 3. Ridgeview has 20. The ball on the right hash mark for Josh Medina and company. Triple left formation. Jounty to the outside.
Jounty.
Across the 40 to about the 42. Caleb Vicknair over there, number 51 for Ridgeview, a senior 220-pounder.
Corbin Jounty.
Turner. Pulido, number 42. Medina to the throw. Over the middle, complete to Maitia. Not sure if his knee was down at midfield. That's where they will mark it. Second down, 2nd and 5 for Liberty. And timeout for the Patriots. 14 seconds left. In the first half, they are down 20-3. PlayOn Sports is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country, across the nation. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports live here. And they're live. Like tonight. Mariscal wide left for Liberty, who needs a great second half in this game. 2 receivers wide right for the Patriots. Medina looking left, sets up the throw. Here comes the pressure. Fires it out. Almost caught by Mariscal. Knocked away momentarily by Turner of Ridgeview. Mariscal had a chance at it. Could not make the highlight catch, which would have been a first down for Liberty. But with 7 seconds to play, they still will need another long pass for a touchdown. They're out of field goal range. Liberty tonight has come out very flat, somewhat in a slumber on a warm late summer / fall evening at home. They are down by a bundle. Medina to throw. At a pass complete. Mariscal trying to get out of bounds. Well, I thought he was. Has a first down. Into Ridgeview territory at the 44. Using Anthony Mariscal more as a wide receiver tonight than as a running back. He can do them both. But the thing is, your offense, it's not going to happen much for your offense if your defense can't stop the other team. And they have to make some adjustments at halftime. The Liberty defense, which is really the stalwart of their team. Ridgeview has done exactly what they want to do on offense. They've kept the ball away from Liberty. And the question is, in the second half, will the Patriots be in a panic mode, or will they just kind of stick to their guns and do what they have to do? But they have to find a way to slow down the Wolfpack attack and get the ball back. 17 points is not insurmountable, but the way this game has gone, it is. Unless they have a 50, 60-yard run by Jounty and a 70-yard pass play by the quarterback. Inching downfield with a long drive doesn't help you a lot when you're down by 17. Medina to throw, nice protection over the middle, incomplete. Right through the hands of Davis, should have had it. At the 40-yard line, that's it. At the half. A very quiet first half for the Liberty faithful. The end of the first half of play with a score, the Ridgeview High Wolfpack 20 and the Liberty High Patriots 3. We'll be back in just a few moments. The PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Coming to you live from Pat Preston Memorial Stadium in Bakersfield, California, at Liberty High School, where the hometown Patriots are losing to the Ridgeview High Wolfpack 20-3. Ridgeview is based in southeast Bakersfield, and Liberty in northwest Bakersfield. Kind of a surprise, as I have to admit, after watching Ridgeview last week lose handily to an outstanding team like Hart High of Newhall to the tune of 49-27, I did not expect them to be up by 17 points at the half. In fact, I felt if Ridgeview was within 7 points of the half, they will be playing a very good game. They have come out on fire, have executed on both sides of the ball. The special teams have been done very well, and it has been Liberty, the home team, who has been like in a slumber mood tonight, along with the fans in the stands. And for some reason, very similar to the game we did where they lost to Central 10-9. And it's very hard to defeat a very good team when you decide to play on all cylinders for one half. It can be done, but kind of going into treacherous territory there. Liberty's had a year where they lost 10-9 to Central at home, and their 3 wins, they have scored over 40 points. So in those 3 games, they have come out focused and on fire. And the 1 loss, and tonight, there hasn't been much there. They haven't had a ball much tonight. They haven't displayed a lot of creativity on offense, and the defense has been pushed around. Ridgeview has done exactly what they have wanted to do and even more, with Kamari Cotton-Moore, the quarterback, handing the ball off to Brandon Tripp, who has just been very explosive tonight. Give credit to that offensive line for Ridgeview for opening up holes, but Tripp has taken those holes and just accelerated for long runs and a touchdown. And then, of course, Cotton-Moore with the play-action passing, including the 1 touchdown pass to Baines and some of his runs, and just kind of keeping Liberty off balance throughout. 6:23 of the first quarter, Robertson scored on a pitch from Kamari Cotton-Moore. That was a long drive of 80 yards for Ridgeview. They controlled a lot of the clock. In that drive, basically, it was Brandon Tripp and Cotton-Moore doing most of the damage. Robertson got the score. He also did a good job on defense for Ridgeview. And then in the second quarter, with 9:48 to play, Zach Sullivan for Liberty capped off a nice drive for the Patriots with a 39-yard field goal, which made it Ridgeview 7, Liberty 3. And then about 3 minutes later in the second quarter, Brandon Tripp runs from right to left, goes down the left sidelines, explodes into the open, and hits pay dirt for Ridgeview, 33 yards away. It's Ridgeview 14, Liberty 3. And then later on in the second quarter, after a fine drive, Cotton-Moore, play action rolling to his right, hits Baines in the end zone for the score. You have to respect Cotton-Moore's ability to run the football. If you come up to him, he's going to find the open receiver. He throws very well on the run, which is not easy for a lot of quarterbacks. So kind of a wide open fill as he ran to the right. They hit Baines, and the end zone for the score. The PAT was not good. And at the half, 20 for Ridgeview and 3 for Liberty. Amazing game, as we have talked about tonight. 1:30 on the clock as we will start the second half of action here from Pat Preston Memorial Stadium. A lot of people are yawning here tonight. Has it been a tough week? Well, I guess it's been hot in Bakersfield. I've been in the Bay Area where it's been 65 to 75 degrees during the A, and gorgeous. Must be nice. Gorgeous blue skies. Clear skies. Boy, I smell that nice ocean air. Great to work outside in. 8-9 hours, you don't even get tired. Down here, everybody looks so sluggish all the time. What is up with that? 5th game of the year. 5th game of the year. We are halfway through the regular season. It is time for the teams that are supposed to be good to step out into the forefront and act like a top-notch team. You know, 5th game of the year. We're halfway through the season. Most league games begin next week. Liberty in the Southwest Yosemite League and Ridgeview in the South Yosemite League. Ridgeview is a favored team in SYL. And Liberty was only picked to finish tied for 3rd in the SWYL. BHS, of course, was the favorite coming in. The Drillers have won, let's see, they're the Division I Central Section champions from last year, 13-0. And this year, 4-0. Coming into their game tonight, as they are playing Buchanan and Clovis. Buchanan's the team that was routed by Liberty last week. Now, the thing about Liberty, how can you explain to me, well, you beat Buchanan last week here at home, score over 40 points, and tonight you scored 3 in the first half against Ridgeview. And Ridgeview last week, how do you explain their performance? giving up 49 points last week at home and having a couple of late scores to make the game appear to be respectable, losing by 22. How do you explain why they played last week and why they're playing tonight? I mean, I don't get the yo-yo effect. As Liberty comes back into the field, and they have a lot of work to do in the second half. What they have to do is play some defense and control the line, because their defensive line has been pushed around left, right, and Ridgeview smacked them in the mouth a few times, and they have not smacked back. So they haven't given the ball to their offense very much, and the offense hasn't executed very well. And Ridgeview has been clicking on all cylinders, maybe 10 cylinders tonight, not just 8 but 10. So we have a 20-3 game, which definitely is a surprise. BHS on the road tonight, trying to make it 5-0, the number 1 ranked team in the section, with 17 consecutive victories over 2 years. Garst is playing Stockdale this evening, among some of the other games. So still non-conference play. And most of the league action will begin next week, the games that really count. So you'll have more people at the games beginning next week. And I think it will start to cool down as we have the final week of the Kern County Fair here in Bakersfield, California. It's Robertson, Tripp, and Bain scoring for Ridgeview tonight. And then Liberty's had that 39-yard field goal by Sullivan, and that has been it. Down 20-3, so down by 17. Not really panic time for the Patriots, but they probably would like to score during the first 6 minutes of the third quarter. But regardless of what they do offensively, they have to come up with some defensive stops and maybe strip the ball, come up with some TOs against Ridgeview. Shorten the field. They have not had a long punt return or kickoff return. They haven't started a drive even close to midfield, so it's been a tough road for them this game. Liberty comes in with a record of 3-1, and Ridgeview is 2-2. Mark Heffernan with you tonight, along with Joe and Mike. Mike running video. Joe, our main producer, puts it all together for you to enjoy live and on demand. And there are other media people here this evening, local TV outlets, and some sports writers from the local paper for this game. And I'm sure they're as surprised as I am. Normally I have a good sense of a game, how it's going, but I've been wrong about this one. But it's not the first time I've been wrong in my life. But there's always a third and fourth quarter. That's why you play 4 quarters. So Liberty has to make a fantastic comeback here in the second half to get back to the game. Who do they stop? Who do they stop on offense? Remember, PlayOn Sports is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports live here, and they are live. Both spelled L-I-V-E. Have I been reading my thesaurus this week? No. Did I intend to? Yes. Okay, Rios will kick off for Ridgeview as we begin the third quarter. They will move left to right across your live internet dial. Gold pants, white jerseys, purple helmets and letters. Liberty High School, navy blue uniforms, white letters, and silver with a little bit of blue helmets. Okay, comes to Jounty with 20, 25, 30. Needs a long run back. Down the sidelines, 40, 45, and out of bounds. No, he's not. I guess he stayed on his feet. That's what they need, a long run back to get things going here in the third quarter. Liberty High School.
Down at the 48 of Ridgeview.
So they start this drive in Ridgeview territory, down 20-3 at their own 48-yard line.
48 of Liberty.
Okay, Medina to Jounty, midfield 50, tries a spin move, gains about 2 or 3. He has not been able to break it yet, but I think he will at some point. Watson over there for Ridgeview. And also Jacob Lopez, number 23 for Ridgeview. I'd say 2nd and 7 for Liberty. The Wolfpack 20, the Patriots 3. But the Wolfpack have been howling very loud tonight. Hey, there was smoke on the field prior to the game. Kind of had an eerie feel to it. But it wasn't positive for Liberty. Medina to throw, the pass complete. Is that Maitia across to 40? It's a first down inside Ridgeview territory. Well, Maitia has caught a few passes this evening for Liberty. He has been their main receiver, not Kenny Davis.
And that's a Patriot.
Well, the top wideout coming in. Triple F formation for Liberty. With the ball on the right hash mark. Josh Medina, the junior quarterback and company. Jounty to his left. 11-17 to play in the third. A little play action. Sets up plenty of time. Completion. Ridgeview trying to strip the ball. Harker with the reception.
Pick up at 4, 2nd and 6.
They're trying to move downfield with a short passing game. 2nd down and 6. Mariscal slot left for Liberty. Medina to his right is Jounty. 2 receivers wide right. One of them Kenny Davis. Medina looking left. Now sets up. Flush out of the pocket. Towards the end zone on the run. A man is open. Knocked away at the last moment. That ball hung in the air very long. Could have been a score. But the Ridgeview DB was able to get back there and knock it away at the last second. The last tick.
Pass intended for Harker.
Harker, the intended receiver. Incompletion. That was Brandon Tripp back there. They call that what Deion Sanders used to have. Some players have that great ability to get from point A to point B very quickly, maybe 10 or 15 yards, and that ball's in the air. They're able to close in on the receiver. Jounty trying to slice his way to the outside, runs to about 3 Wolves inside of 35, and they form a wolf pack.
Pick up a 2, 4th and 4.
One thing you don't want to do is stir up a wolf pack because they surround you. Especially when it's cold and you're hungry. 4th down and 4 for Liberty. 2 receivers to each side. Medina looking right, sets up. Where's the pressure? Out of the pocket, throws it complete to Jounty, has a first down. Eludes a tackler inside the 30 to about the 29. First down for the Patriots. So the Pats know that they have to score quickly
and that's a Patriot
to get back to the game. Down 20-3 here with 9:53 to play in the third quarter. But they need a lot more than just a couple of first downs. They need points. Medina, Jounty. Here we go, 25-20. And another first down. Jounty gets stronger as the game progresses. So watch out for him in the second half.
Jounty on the carry.
When the defense gets tired, he starts pounding away and breaks some long ones. I feel like Tripp was injured just a little bit, number 5 for Ridgeview, their top running back. So he exits momentarily. First down for Liberty, and that's inside the Ridgeview 15-yard line. Whistles galore out there.
1st and 10 at the 12.
First and 10 for the Patriots in Ridgeview territory. Medina behind center. Gives a Jounty. Cutback move inside the 10 to about the 9. A very short gain.
Jounty on the carry. Pick up a 3.
Second down for the Patriots. Down by 17, Mariscal wide right. Davis to the near side. Get the ball to Jounty. Inside the 10 and hit from behind. Nice play by number 51, Caleb Vicknair for Ridgeview, a 220-pound senior. Catching Jounty before he could explode to the open. We'll call it third down. for Liberty.
Third and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Medina rolling to his right, looking for the end zone. Throws it. Complete. Touchdown, Liberty.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, they got their touchdown early here in the third.
Pass complete to Ross Puskowitz. Sorry about that.
Puskowitz with the reception for Liberty. Ross Puskowitz, who played some quarterback last year, he is number 88. Number 88, Ross Puskowitz, played some quarterback last year on the JV team. Sullivan's PAT is up, and it's good.
Extra point is good.
So Puskowitz hasn't done a lot in the game, but he catches the pass there for the score. And some of the other players being used as a decoy. 20-10 in favor of Ridgeview over Liberty, with 8:17 to play in the third quarter. But like I said, yes, they have to come back offensively, but their defense has to find a way to slow down the Ridgeview attack. Now they're within 10 points. And there is plenty of time. 8:17 to play in the third. So Liberty will be kicking the ball off to Ridgeview. Here in the third, down by 10 points. Nice run by Jounty on the kickoff. Remember, he ran it to the 48-yard line. So it was a 52-yard drive. That really helps when your special teams do something like that. Sullivan will be kicking off for Liberty. Come on, Cotton Moya. One of the two players back deep for Ridgeview. Looked like Robertson was going to enter the game for the Wolfpack, and yes, he does. Standing at the 30-yard line, a short man for the Wolfpack. Sullivan kicking off for the Patriots. Within 10 now. It's a line drive. It goes through the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for Ridgeview at their own 20-yard line.
I was looking at the wrong roster.
There you go. Let's go, dude.
And somebody said, let's go D. And the D have their issues in the first half trying to corral that offensive barrage known as the Ridgeview Wolfpack attack. McDonald to the near side. Cotton Moya, Kamara Cotton Moya looking to the sidelines, and head coach Dennis Manning. Tony Mills has this club within 10 points here in the third. Cotton Moya. New running back to the outside, 30-yard line, at a first down. Williams, number 25 for Ridgeview.
Sean Williams.
5'11", 175-pounder. As Tripp taking a breather. Tripp was shaken up on defense.
First down on the play.
Williams also a senior. And a first down, 1st and 10. They're showing 2nd and short on the far side, but the scoreboard shows 1st and 10. So I guess it's 2nd and short. At least that's what the chain gang is showing. McDonald wide left. Moya at QB. Inside handoff has a first down for Ridgeview. Across the 35. Mishwan Williams.
Again.
Mishwan Williams. A quick opener. And the whole key of the guys up front for Ridgeview, they have been doing a great job pushing back the Liberty defensive front. Talked about Justin James, the right tackle, sophomore, 290-pounder. And I'll be throwing out some other names. Shane Proctor, number 55, a senior, 280-pounder, the center. The keeper by Cotton Moya, the first down, midfield 50, and into Liberty territory. Put the ball into the belly of his running back, brought it back, and off to the races. First down. He gets ahead of steam. It's hard for one guy to bring him down. Right at midfield, first down for Ridgeview. Kevin Keaton coming to the game for the Wolfpack, number 11. 6:44 to play in the third. McDonald to the side, the ball on the left hash mark for Cotton Moy and company. There's Williams, a little cutback, 45 to the 44. Williams showing some explosiveness and cutback ability, number 25. Replacing Tripp, who had the big first half, number 5 for Ridgeview. Harris makes a tackle for
Adrian
Liberty. Vasquez. But you want your defensive lineman to make tackles at the line of scrimmage, not 5 yards downfield. It's 2nd and 4. That means he gained 6 yards on the play. Two receivers wide left. Man is in motion. Moya on the keeper. Close to the first down marker. Should be shy of the 40-yard line in Liberty territory, but he always moves forward. That's the key. At least it is for Ridgeview.
About a yard short, 3rd and 1.
3rd and less than 1 for the Wolfpack as the clock continues to tick, tick, tick in favor of the Wolfpack. Persons wide left for Ridgeview. McDonald to the near side. Slot left. Cotton Moya with Williams. Williams with the ball hit in the backfield and dropped.
This one time, Williams loss of about 2 on the play. 4th down and 3.
Listen, I think that Ridgeview should go for it. Up by 10 in Liberty territory at the 42. Justin Nieto, number 34, making the nice stop for Liberty. 4th down for Ridgeview. Cotton Moya at QB. Little play action, throws it complete. Rolling to his left, McDonald to the 30, 20-yard line. Fumbles the ball, and here comes the late flag. Nice pass by Cotton Moya, rolling to his left. Well, a completion to McDonald. Then I saw a flag. He was hit and fumbled the ball deep inside Liberty territory. Illegal use of hands against Ridgeview, and the ball goes to Liberty.
Patriot football.
So the Patriots will have the ball deep in their own territory. So it wasn't a penalty that happened at the beginning of the play, but towards the end of the play. So for the Patriots, first down at their own 12-yard line. Mariscal wide left. Josh Medina quarterback with Corbin Jounty behind him, the single running back. We also have a fullback in there for Liberty. They're in the I formation. Jounty trying to go to the left. Does a good job of getting up to the 15. It looked like he was going to lose 2 or 3. And if he gets past that 7th man on defense, he could take it 80-something yards. You don't want to over-pursue if you're Ridgeview too much when Jounty's running the ball. He can cut back against the grain and take it a long way for a score. So a trip back in the game for Ridgeview, number 5, playing right corner. 3:55 to play, 20-10 in favor of Ridgeview. Liberty with the football. There's Jounty, just a cutback move to the 20-yard line. Stays on his feet, 30. They can't bring him down. Out of bounds at about the 35. Corbin Jounty, number 23, breaking arm tackles of Ridgeview. Like I said, he gets stronger in the second half.
That's a Patriot First down.
The guy's about 6 feet, 205 pounds, and breaks a lot of those
Jouty on that last drive.
arm tackles, especially single tacklers. He seems to do it a lot more in the final 2 quarters. Well, the defense is getting tired, and he gets stronger. Postgame with 3 receivers wide left for Liberty. Triple left formation. Man is in motion. That's Jouty on the handoff. Liberty doesn't have much blocking in front for him. A great job by Ridgeview on defense, kind of stringing out the play. Alejandro Palil, number 42, a 205-pound senior, forcing him to cut to the inside. And Tripp is over there, number 5 for the Wolfpack. Second and 11, so he lost 1. Even though he ran about 17 yards from side to side. Mariscal wide right, 3:13 on the clock here in the third. 20-10 in favor of Ridgeview at Liberty. Non-conference affair. Medina, play action, rolling to his right, looking downfield, fires it, incomplete. Would have been a tough catch for Kenny Davis, number 1. It looked like it went through his hands, but my vantage point is not that great as his back was to me. It appeared to be a catchable ball, but nevertheless, it wasn't caught. There's been about 3 passes tonight that I thought could have been caught by Liberty players, and they just have been unable to come up with it. You know, with a big play, which you need when you're down by 10. And Davis has been very quiet as a receiver this evening. Maitia, wide left to receiver street side. Josh Medina, 3 minutes to play in the third. Medina looking right. Here comes the pressure, rolls out of the pocket to the 30, 35, nice cut back, and down at the 40. So he picked up some real estate, but it was very cheap. And it's 4th down for the Patriots. So Ridgeview doing a great job covering receivers downfield, not allowing him to throw underneath the coverage. And at 4th and 4, what will the Patriots do? I think they should punt in the situation. They're down by 10. They're throwing 40, but it looks like they're not going to do that. It's not the 4th quarter, it's the 3rd. 2:20 to play. Down by 10. Maybe they'll try to draw the defense off sides with a long count. Medina to throw from his 30. Everybody's covered. He decides to run it, flicks it out there. It looks to be complete. Complete or incomplete?
Mariscal with the reception.
A lot of late receptions. Mariscal with a reception for Liberty. Flag is down, holding against Liberty. That was right where the quarterback, when you expect the quarterback to be back there for 10 seconds, pretty hard for the offensive lineman to hold the defense for that long without getting a hold. So now they will punt. So they went for it on 4th and 4 and actually got the first down by a half yard. Well, the forward progress awarded to Mariscal, but the hold takes him back even farther. And now they'll be punting. A critical mistake by Liberty. Not the time you want to have a hold. The officials are saying start the clock, then they're saying stop the clock. At officials' timeout. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program will allow schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/S-B-P. PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Your destination tonight is Northwest Bakersfield, Preston Memorial Stadium, Liberty High School. The home Patriots down 20-10 in the third. Nice punt return by Dalen Warren, number 24 of Ridgeview. And he has a nice field position for the Wolfpack at their own 41-yard line after the punt by Zach Sullivan. Illegal use of hands against the Wolfpack.
Paddock on the tackle.
About 5 yards against Ridgeview. They will start from their own 35-yard line, but they still have a 10-point lead with 1:48 to play here in the third. 20-10. It was 20-3 at the half. Liberty came out after that fine return by Jounty to the 48. And eventually Medina had Puskarich for the touchdown as he rolled out right. And Tripp has not run the ball as much in the second half. He's been injured somewhat for Ridgeview. But Williams did a fine job. Robertson in motion. Cotton Moya keeps it himself and goes down. Nice pressure by Shaquan, number 34 for Liberty. And that would be Nieto. He was in the backfield, kind of disrupted that play. The play was not executed cleanly. 2nd and 10 for Ridgeview. McDonald to this side. 1:18 to play in the third. They are up by 10. Cotton Moya to Tripp. There's a speed to the outside 40-yard line. And a hard tackle on the far side in front of the Ridgeview bench. So Tripp is back into the game. Looked like he still had some of that explosiveness. He was shaking up a little bit playing defense early in the third quarter. The last series, Williams played in place of him, did a good job, and Tripp is back in the game. It's nice to have a solid backup in Williams, who has excellent speed also. You don't have a big drop-off from Tripp to Williams. Drummond Pearson's wide right. 185-pound senior wideout for Ridgeview with the ball in the left hash mark. Cotton Moya, nice play action, keeps it himself, takes a man out of position, runs it to the 40 and 43, but Liberty stayed their ground, covered the receivers downfield, and didn't let Cotton Moya get to the outside. Vasquez has had a good game for Liberty tonight, especially here in the second half. So the defenses have picked it up here in the second half. We've had some punting situations. And 4th down, 4th and 4 for Ridgeview. Back-to-back punts for each team. As the clock is winding down here in the third quarter. Ridgeview up by 10 points, 20-10. Here at Liberty High School in Northwest Bakersfield. And a fake goes to number 4, Alexander, and I believe he has a first down. The short man, fake punt for Ridgeview. He was a short man of blocking. He ran it up the middle. Put his head down. From my vantage point, he got the first down, but the officials are calling for a timeout. But he is across the 45-yard line. Nice push by him, the offensive lineman. So we're going to have the chain gang come out. They only have to walk about 5 yards, though, instead of across the field. 7 seconds to play here in the third. First down for Ridgeview. That is a huge first down for the Wolfpack. Anytime you have a 4th down scenario in your own territory and you fake out the other team with a fake punt, and it's that close, it's huge. And of course, it was huge for Liberty when they had it 4th and 4 the last time they had the ball. They have the completion of Mariscal, then they have the hold, and they have to punt it from 10 yards back and get the ball to Ridgeview. After 3 quarters from Liberty High School, it is Ridgeview 20 and Liberty 10 on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Okay, the fourth quarter has begun here at Liberty High School, Pat Preston Memorial Stadium. It is Ridgeview 20, Liberty 10. Kamara Cotton-Moy, quarterback number 3, play action, rolling to his right, looking downfield. Fires it up in the air, incomplete. Intended for Shaquan Baines, and they're probably going to call interference against Liberty. There was a little bit of a push when the ball was in the air, but I'm not sure if it was flagrant enough to call. The question is, in professional football, if the ball, it doesn't look like the receiver can make a catch, they don't call it. There was a little bump when the ball's in the air, a little trip. And they mark it off from the line of scrimmage. I would have to see that one again. For me, I think it's best as a no call, but there was a little push. Defensive interference against Liberty, and it gives Ridgeview a first down inside the Liberty 40-yard line. But that hasn't really been Liberty's problem tonight. They just had trouble stopping Ridgeview this evening. They've done a better job in the second half because they've had the ball more offensively. Cotton Moya gives it a trip across the 40 to about the 38-yard line. A very short pickup for Brandon Tripp. I don't know why people always say hold him. You can't hold on defense. It would be a foul. And you can't hold on offense. It's always kind of strange. They go hold him, hold him. Second down and 8 for Ridgeview. Kamara Cotton-Moy, the quarterback number 3. A little more quiet here in the second half. Leading by 10. There's the keeper. So 35-30. He heard me. Down to the 25. First down for Ridgeview. He can hear me from down on the field. See, I'm not going to be quiet anymore.
For the first down.
It's a ball where he puts the ball into the belly of the running back for like 2 seconds, and you don't know, should I tackle the running back or wait for him? Kind of what he does, he reads the defense. And he reads the defense very well. He reads the D better than I read my thesaurus. First and 10 for the Wolfpack. 2 receivers to the left. With the ball on the right hash mark for Cotton-Moy and company. Brandon Tripp, number 5, behind him. Slot right formation. Tripp goes forward to about the 21 as Ridgeview continues to pound the football up the middle very effectively against Liberty, which has surprised me the entire night. That started when the game began, and they haven't let up. Gained 3, 4, 5 yards on first down. Makes the offense flow so well. 2 receivers wide left for the Wolfpack. They're at second down and 5, but 10 plus to play in the game. Man in motion. That is Tripp inside the 20 to about the 19. A very short gain, but they are keeping the ball away from Liberty and using the clock.
Third and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Third and 4 for the Wolfpack, who are still howling tonight. I could hear them. Two receivers wide left for Ridgeview. Don't stir up a pack of wolves. Man in motion for Cotton-Moya. You have to keep a little cuts inside, dives forward, close to the first down marker. Depends where they put his forward progress. It looks like he's at the 17-yard line, number 3.
Tackle that time by Derek Frost.
Once again, he studied the defense. Frost with a tackle for Liberty. Fourth and short. 4th and 1, and of course, the Wolfpack will be going for it. We've had a number of 4th down scenarios here in the second half. I love it. 9 minutes to play. That's what football is all about. Moya from the gun, the short gun. On a keeper. Has a first down and more inside the 10-yard line. First down and goal for Ridgeview. Liberty was showing blitz. What happened?
Cotton Moya picks up 9.
They went through the wrong seams in the offensive line.
Tackled by
Nobody hit him until he was 5 yards downfield. Cotton Moya had a running start. Number 3, Kamari Cotton Moya. Darren Ajay makes a tackle, but not before. Cotton has about a 7-yard pickup. Trip. Liberty flooding that zone on defense with 7 guys on the defensive line and trying to time the snap. And that time they timed it very well as the ball was given to Brandon Tripp.
Joseph Hurtado on that last tackle.
Hurtado, but time is not on the side of Liberty.
Lost about a foot on the play.
Zach Hedraw comes out of the game for Liberty. 2nd and goal. Kamara with the keeper to the 5. Slices his way, dives towards the end zone. And very close to a score.
To the 1-yard line.
At 6'2", he kind of just extended his body. Was able to get to the 1.
Third down.
It's 3rd and goal. They're showing 4th, but it's 3rd and goal for Ridgeview. The clock is ticking at 7:20 to play. Cotton Moya with the ball on the left hash mark. Will he keep it? Gives it a trip up the middle. Does not get there. Driven back to the 5. But he probably just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Trip stopped short of the goal line.
Like Damian York made a nice hit, number 63 for Liberty.
The 4th and goal at the 1.
Ajay, number 9. Outside linebacker for Liberty. 4th and goal movement by an offensive lineman for Ridgeview. That will cost them.
False start.
Sanhu, number 54, moved a little bit too quickly for the Wolfpack, so it's not an opportune time to have a penalty of that magnitude. But nevertheless, the clock is still in Ridgeview's favor, and it's running with 6:30 to play. But they have a 4th and goal from the 6-yard line in Liberty territory. And finally, the Ridgeview fans have excited the Liberty High faithful. 4th and goal from the 6. 2 receivers wide right. A man is in motion, Robertson. Quarterback keeper to the 5, dives to the end zone. But I think he's shy of a touchdown. Liberty will take over. Nice effort by Kamari Cotton Moya to get inside the 1. But shy of a touchdown by maybe a half foot. Don't you like the drama? Liberty takes over inside the 1-yard line, down 20-10, so a great stop by the defense. But Ridgeview used up a lot of clock, and Liberty has to go 99 yards for a score. So if you're Ridgeview, you play guys back and allow them to pass the ball in front of you. You don't give up the big play. Sometimes defenses get too relaxed in situations like this. With 6:09 to play. Medina from the end zone. Looking left, flushed out of the pocket. From the end zone, fires it. Incomplete. Almost a diving grab by Mariscal at the 23. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
Intended for Anthony Mariscal.
And there's been about 4 passes tonight that could have been caught by Liberty receivers, and they have not come up with them in very critical situations. Mariscal's had a couple, Davis had 1, and somebody else had another one. You're down by 10, you just have to make those plays. Pretty much they've been down the whole night. Medina. Inside handoff gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So it should be 3rd and 10. Cole Mazza, number 58, one of the linemen for Liberty. Jack Trollball, number 72 up front. 5:25 to play in the game. It's 3rd and 10 for the Patriots from their own 1. Medina to throw from the end zone. Looking downfield. Throws a post pattern, has a man open. Davis drops it. Jumped up, looked like he had a chance at it. At the 39-yard line, it was knocked away. So another potential reception for Liberty goes awry. And punting time for the Pats. Davis, the top receiver for the Patriots coming in, the senior, has not been able to make plays tonight for the Patriots. Been very, very quiet. That's a catch he has to make in this situation. You just have to know in your mind, I'm going to catch him no matter how hard they hit me. So Liberty in somewhat of a desperation mode, down by 10, and punting from their own end zone. As Sullivan steps out of the end zone, it's 2 points for Ridgeview. Then they have to punt or kick the ball off to Ridgeview. So you have to have a good snap in this situation. Nice snap. High pump and not very far. Takes a Ridgeview roll, rolls backwards. And the Wolfpack will have the ball inside the Liberty 30-yard line. I heard the whoa from the fans on the Liberty side. That was a long extended whoa. 5:04 to play. Well, they made some noise when Liberty scored their touchdown in the 3rd quarter off that nice drive, and then they've been quiet again. And Wolfpack, an excellent situation to use up some of the clock here, because they have been primarily a running team tonight. They just passed effectively once in a while. The run has helped to reinforce their passing game. Cotton Moya with a keeper inside the 30, back to the line of scrimmage. That time he took it from the shotgun and ran it. Normally he gives the ball off to a running back or fakes it and runs it himself. That time it was a straight like tailback move. Maybe a yard, 2nd and 9 with 4:40 to play. The Wolfpack in excellent position to pull off the upset. They were 2-2 coming in. And Liberty at 3-1. Liberty from the Southwest Yosemite League and Ridgeview from the South Yosemite League. Ridgeview the favored team in the SYL. Liberty favored to finish 2nd or 3rd in the SWYL. Moya pressured, unloads it incomplete under duress. He was able to get it off. Nieto, number 34, putting pressure on him. 3rd and 9. Giving credit to Derek Frost, number 30, with the pressure on D. 4:17 to play. 3rd and 9 for Ridgeview. I'm surprised they were trying to throw the ball, though. Incompletion stops the clock. We have 4 receivers going out. They're looking for more. Moya over the middle, incomplete, overthrew his intended target. That would be Shaquan Baines, who caught a touchdown pass from him in the first half. So I'm surprised that Dennis Manning was electing to pass the last 2 plays instead of run the football, which they have done effectively and efficiently tonight. When you run the football, that would take off another 1.5 minutes off the clock, so that kind of baffles me. The same way in the junior varsity game when the team that was leading 23-0 was passing with 30 seconds to go, when the game was already won. Moya, the pass again for the 3rd consecutive time. Quarterback keeper, 25 to the 20. First down for Ridgeview. So he went back to pass, saw the opening, and exploded for about 10 or 12 yards up the gut against Liberty. Inside the 20. And 1st and 10 for Ridgeview. With a clock and ally for the Wolfpack. So Ridgeview, unless they commit a turnover, is en route to picking up a big win. Cotton Moya with the ball on the right hash mark for Ridgeview. Trip goes to the outside and it cuts back inside the 15. Does not want to go out of bounds as the clock continues to run inside the 15-yard line. Nice pickup You run to the outside, use up the clock, then you cut back against the grain to stay in bounds.
Pickup of about 4 on the play.
You like those 4-yard pickups. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 13.
3:12 to play in the game. Ridgeview pulling off the upset. They have outplayed Liberty this entire game. And there's Tripp again. Powers his way to about the 11-yard line. They've run so well up the middle against the Liberty tonight, and that has been the key. That's what set the tone for them. Tony Mills calling a timeout for Liberty, the head coach. Dennis Manning did a great job getting his team prepared to play this evening after losing handily to Hart High of Newhall last week, 49-27. They moved the ball in the first quarter last Friday, but they committed some turnovers, a fumble by Moya and also an interception by him. And Hart took advantage of those mistakes and scored very quickly and emphatically. And I think Ridgeview is very stunned. They never could get back into the game, even though they never quit and did well in the fourth quarter. The game was pretty much history. Tonight, a very solid performance from start to finish on both sides of the ball. They have control of the clock and control of this game. This has not looked like a fluke. So Ridgeview this evening has played much better than I thought they could, and Liberty has not played as well. And the BHS Garces game, I thought that Garces played better than I thought they were, and I thought that Bakersfield High did not play to their utmost, but they still won the game with a great last 5 minutes. And since then, Bakersfield High has been much better. But you have to be consistent week in and week out. Cotton Moya to Tripp. Boy, it gets inside the 10 to about the 5, and it should be a first down and goal for Ridgeview. Move the chains. The Wolfpack on the prowl once again. Now the howl is from a distance.
Ridgeview down to the 5-yard line.
Another timeout for Liberty. What the Patriots have been unable to do is strip the ball from Ridgeview. They haven't been able to come up with a turnover here late in the game. And they've needed that. They needed a fumble recovery or something and just have not been able to execute that properly. So what do you tell the team in this situation? Obviously, you tell them you have to stop the Wolfpack, but they have a first and goal from the 5. They have 4 plays to gain 5 yards, Ridgeview, and 5 yards away from pay dirt. Very difficult for a tired defense to accomplish that. And then if you stop them, you still are down by 10 points with limited time available. Definitely a dire straight situation. Just ask Zach Hedrick, number 54 for Liberty, how dire it is. 2:57 to play in the game, 20-10 in favor of Ridgeview. Robertson in motion. Tripp hitting the backfield, stays on his feet. Cotton Moy to the outside, and touchdown for Ridgeview. Nice fake.
Cotton Moya.
To number 5, Brandon Tripp. Put the ball on his belly, brought it back out, rubbed the defense, goes to the outside, and scores inside the right pylon. And yes, definitely, Ridgeview has piled it on tonight. Keeping it on the ground, they lead Liberty 26-10. And a shocker.
Score now 26-10.
And Rios trying for his 3rd PAT of the evening. Line drive is no good, wide left. I think it was a bad snap and a tough hold. Nevertheless, 26-10 lead for Ridgeview over Liberty with 2:52 to play in the game. So Liberty here needs a miracle.
Excuse me, Wolfpack 26, Patriots 10.
You look at the Ridgeview offense tonight with the offensive line doing a fantastic job opening up holes for the running backs, especially Brandon Tripp early, and then Cotton Moya off of that a few times faking the ball to Tripp and running himself to, spread out the defense, so to speak, and then also doing the play action pass and finding tight ends and receivers open over the middle to the outside. So it was a running game that effectively opened up everything for the offense for Ridgeview tonight. And also the fact that I think they only turned the ball over one time, and they haven't had that many penalties, legal procedures or personal fouls. They played a very clean game on both sides of the ball. Special teams has been solid, and the defense has been tremendous. It's been terrific. They played a wonderful game, and you have to give them credit for that. So it looks like at this point, Ridgeview will improve to 3-2 on the season, and Liberty will fall to 3-2 as both teams enter their league seasons next week. Ridgeview, the favorite in the South Yosemite League, and Liberty in the Southwest Yosemite League. I'd be surprised if anybody in the SYL beats Ridgeview. Ridgeview has played a very tough non-conference schedule. As the most one loss, but I kind of predict an undefeated SYL season. So I kind of wondered about their schedule this year. Ridgeview, I thought maybe it was too tough. They're playing a lot of teams that are Division I capability, and they're a D3 team. But as long as you don't get a lot of guys hurt playing really top-notch teams at a higher level than you, sometimes your players can learn. And the fact is they have a lot of sophomores playing many minutes, especially on defense, and the sophomores have grown from last week. Young guys improve a lot more than juniors and seniors, and that has been the case for Ridgeview. I think the fact they just got beat by an excellent team last week, but they didn't quit. They played hard in the fourth quarter and shows tonight. Medina to throw on a heavy duress from the 15. The pass is complete. The Mariscal for a first down at the 44-45-yard line. Anthony came back for the reception.
And that's a Patriot first down.
First down for Liberty as they are down 26-10 here with 2:40 to play in the game. Liberty, what they will learn from the game tonight is, hey, you have to come out focused every week no matter who you play. And in their league, nobody's easy, the SWYL. Medina's pass complete to Davis, who's had a very quiet game. And that's a reception where I don't think he even picks up a yard. It's kind of odd. You're down by 16, you're throwing a pass out of the backfield that you lose like 2 or 3 yards. I mean, in this scenario, I don't agree with passing when you're up by 20-some points, but I think when you're down by 16, you have to pass the ball downfield. Yeah, imagine having a reception where you lose 2 yards. That's -2. That's very unusual. Mariscal to the near side. Triple F formation for Liberty. Medina, a junior quarterback, and officials say timeout, Ridgeview. Timeout for the Wolfpack. What a game for the Wolfpack. PlayOn Sports is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events and all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports live here, right here. And tonight, your destination is Northwest Bakersfield, Pat Preston Memorial Stadium on the campus of Liberty High School. And the 2 games I've done here at Liberty High School, they have not played well. I mean, what's up with that? In fact, in the 2 games I've seen Liberty, they have scored a combination of 19 points. And their 3 wins, they have scored about 125 points, somewhere in that vicinity. And Mike and Joe are better mathematicians than me. Medina down the right sideline, nice pass, and great catch by Mariscal. And first down, deep inside Ridgeview territory. Anthony being used more as a receiver tonight and making a couple of nice receptions here late in the game. And number 25 will learn from that. Now he's like their number 2 running back to Jounty. He will maybe be the main guy next year, or maybe a receiver. You look at him down the road, he may be used more as a receiver or DB, because I think he can play at the next level. Because I'll look at him, and he's the type of guy that can play both positions. But you kind of wonder down the road if his future is better as a receiver or a running back. Now in football, you have the spread offenses, so running backs have to be able to catch the ball. He's about 180 pounds as a sophomore, which is fine. He should be close to 200 as a senior, but he's looked good as a receiver tonight. Had a few drops early, but that's one of his better catches of the season right there, where he had to twist his body around. And for a guy like him, you can only improve. You just play out every down. And pad your stats with receptions. So Anthony playing well this evening. .2:14 to play. Liberty looking to get on the board. Still have Jonathan Medina in the backfield. Davis and company, trip left formation. 5 men on the offensive line. Medina to Jonty. To the 25, it was tackled to the 20, 15, to the 10. He will go in the end zone. Corbin Jonty with a touchdown for Liberty.
Touchdown, Patriots.
That's from about 23 yards away. Corbin Jonty for the Patriots. Look for the onside kick by them after the PAT attempt. So Jonty Solon had a field goal for Liberty. Puskowitz have a touchdown. That's his first TD tonight. He had 10 coming in. Like I said, he was going to break one before the game ended. I figured 40, 50 yards, but 23 is fine. In the case the defensive players start getting tired and they try to arm tackle him, you're not going to arm tackle him. And it's very difficult for one player to tackle him one-on-one. He has the movement and the size and speed at 6 feet 205. He knows how to get to the end zone. He knows how to run. He was just kind of taken out of the game due to the fact they were behind, and Liberty defense had trouble keeping it intact. The Ridgeview offense. So we have a 10-point game. They go for 1 point or 2 points here. I would think 2 points. With 2:06 to play, a lot of the people have left already tonight. You play it out all the way, 4 quarters. Medina, a little play action, throws towards the end zone, knocked away incomplete. His receiver was surrounded by a host of wolves in the end zone. So 26-16, so still 2 scores away of the Liberty High Patriots with 2:06 to play in the game. They're yelling pretty good on the other side. 26-16 Ridgeview. Looking to make it 3-2 and that forced Liberty to fall to 3-2 on the season. Both teams will begin league play next week. As I mentioned, Ridgeview, the favorite in the South Yosemite League, and Liberty in the Southwest Yosemite League. Bakersfield High School, the top team coming into the SWYL play. And I think the battle will primarily be for second place in that league. It could be Frontier, Stockdale, and Liberty vying for that slot. The teams play opponents from out of town, so it's really hard to get a gauge on who is better coming into league. We know that BHS is going to have an outstanding team. They already do. They're defending section champions. Have a number of players returning from last year, and it seems like they were getting better week by week. Did not play that well against Garces, but took care of things in the fourth quarter. Stumbled a little bit in their second game of the year, but came through in the second half, and it appears that they're riding the ship. have that tremendous speed. Not only quarterback, but running backs, some of our slot backs and wide receivers. You have 6, 7 guys that can beat you 50, 60 yards downfield. Most teams have maybe 1 or 2. So Sullivan probably trying for the onside kick. It's a nice hop, and it goes out of bounds on the far side. What you want to do with that onside kick is boot it low and try to have a ricochet off a Ridgeview defender, a special teams player. Like in soccer, have a ricochet and then try to pounce on it. You don't want it to kick and then bounce over much players, but that's a very tough. Some guys try the onside kick, they kick it very gently. Other guys try to boom it. Obviously, there are different creative ways to do the onside kick. Whatever works is fine. So Ridgeview football here in the fourth quarter, up 26-16 over Liberty, 2:06 to play. Liberty has to look for the strip on defense, strip that ball. Moya on the keeper. Midfield 50 to the 45, and finally driven down. I thought he was going to take it all the way.
Touchdown saving tackle
Ajay.
by Aaron Ajay.
Ajay, number 9 for Liberty, but a fine run by Kamari Cotton Moya. Yeah, it seemed like he was off to the races.
First and 10
with a head of
at the
steam.
35-yard line.
So first and 10 for the Wolfpack at the Liberty 35-yard line. With the ball on the right hash mark. Cotton Moy looking to the sidelines, and head coach Dennis Manning. Purple and gold of Ridgeview shining tonight. You know, those are royal colors, purple and gold. There's a certain team in LA that have those colors. Trip to the outside. Smack down inside of 35.
Trip on the carry.
Well, that team in LA plays basketball
Tackle
in the
by
purple and
Justin
gold.
Canfield.
Their colors are similar to the University of Washington Huskies in Seattle, who play in the Pac-12. And of course, Liberties are similar to the New England Patriots in the NFL. Tom Brady and company. Bill Belichick. 50 seconds left in the game, and 26-16 in favor of Ridgeview over the Patriots. So Tony Mills will see his team fall to 3-2. This was one of those catchy games, you know, coming off a big win last week at home. And a huge win the week before. They had back-to-back games where they scored over 40 points, about 90 points combined. And tonight, they were beaten from the opening snap in all phases of the game. And that is Liberty. So now they have to go back to the drawing board, get ready for league next week.
Ridgeview, game well played.
That should be the final snap of the game.
Thanks to Caleb O'Rourke for his assistance in the press box tonight. Your scoreboard.
The final
operator,
score is
Frank
Ridgeview 26, Liberty 16
Matthew
from Pat
Kirk.
Preston Memorial Stadium. The Liberty High School, both teams now 3-2. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you.
Everyone,
We ask you to
please
stay
be
tuned
safe
for the
and
PlayOnSports.com for our postgame coverage. We'll wrap up the action on our postgame show. And that is coming up next in just a few moments. Once again, the final score, Ridgeview 26, Liberty 16. On your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. Tonight, the final score from Liberty High School, Pat Press Memorial Stadium in Northwest Bakersfield, was Ridgeview High 26 and Liberty 16. A surprise to me, as I happened to see Ridgeview last week at home lose handily to an outstanding team from Newhall, Hart High, a school with excellent talent and a great tradition, more of like a Division I school. It was 49-27. In that game, Ridgeview moved the ball very well in the first quarter, but they had a lot of penalties and turnovers and things like that. And we never into the game after the first quarter. In fact, I think they were down 28-7 after one, and it was pretty much over at the half. But tonight, they came out, executed very well on both sides of the field, and really won the game from start to finish. Special teams were good. Kamara Cotton-Moy was excellent at quarterback. Brandon Tripp ran explosively tonight for Ridgeview. Liberty, I thought, came out very sluggish, like our game when they lost to Central 10-9, and never could really figure out how to stop the Ridgeview offense, Moya, Tripp, and company, and they lose 26-16. So it was Ridgeview who controlled the clock and controlled both sides of the ball and comes up with a victory. Both teams now 3-2. As I take a look at how the game played out as far as the scoring was concerned early on in this particular ball game, well, Ridgeview obviously scored first. Cotton Moya doing a great job kind of directing the traffic. Brandon Tripp was a key ball carrier in their first series, which began in the first quarter. I think the offensive line just was able to push Liberty to the left, right, and downfield throughout the game. And there was a pitch to Robertson who scored the touchdown for Ridgeview, but it was really Cotton Moya and Tripp who kind of anchored that first series for Ridgeview. Also Cotton Moya, later in the game, rolling out to his right, hit Baines for a touchdown as they threw on the run going right. And it was a thing where the running ability of Tripp and the offensive line, the fantastic job they did for Ridgeview kind of opened up the short passing game for the Wolfpack. And I think one of the keys for Ridgeview, they didn't turn over the ball. I think they only had like one TO on the game. Last week, Moya he fumbled the ball at midfield, and he threw a pick out of the 40-yard line of Hart, and Hart was able to take advantage of that and score. Tonight, they were very clean. They had very few illegal procedure penalties on offense, very few personal fouls. They did not give really Liberty a chance in this ball game. Liberty took the second half kickoff by Corbin Jounty, ran it back to the 48-yard line. They eventually scored, but they had to start another drive, Liberty at their own 1-yard line, and I think the Ridgeview defense was able to bend but not break. But they dominated this game from the start, so a great victory for Dennis Manning and really a tough loss for Tony Mills, as Liberty has in the Southwest Yosemite League play next week and Ridgeview into South Yosemite League play. Now my prediction is that Ridgeview will go undefeated, at the most lose one game in their conference. They are the favorite. I'm not really sure about Liberty. I expected more from the Patriots tonight. I don't really like what I saw from them, so after coming off two back-to-back games, one on the road, one at home, where they scored maybe 90 points combined tonight. They basically lay an egg and scored 16 points, with the last touchdown coming in the closing minutes. And I think when you're playing at home like this, and you're a Division I team against a D3 school, you really shouldn't be defeated this handily at home. But I'm not a member of the coaching staff. But I've seen a number of teams this year kind of up and down mode, and you have to look at teams that are consistent from week in and week out. Those are the teams that are going to get first or second in their league and do something and have an impactful season in the postseason. Because as you play better teams down the road in your conference in the playoffs, you have to be more consistent. And you can't have games where it doesn't look like you're ready to play in the 5th or 6th week of the season. At this juncture, you have to cut down on your mistakes, both mentally and physically, and basically do the job. But if I had to pick a player of the game, it would be Brandon Tripp, number 5 for Ridgeview. Now, Kamari Cotton-Moy was also managed the game very well, and he scored a touchdown and threw a pass and et cetera. But I think Tripp really got him going early on. It seemed like he was very explosive off the ball, number 5 for Ridgeview. Cut off his blocks extremely well and got them going. So it'd be number 5 would be my player of the game for Ridgeview this evening, with Cotton-Moy a very close second. I know that Tripp has had to play second fiddle to Cotton-Moy throughout the season, but he's a fine runner in his own part. He averages about 7 yards a carry, and Moy about 8 yards a carry. So he would be my guy. I look at Robertson scoring the first touchdown for Ridgeview, 6:23 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, with 9:48 to play, Zach Sullivan kicks a 39-yard field goal for Liberty at 7-3 Ridgeview. And then with 6:33, Tripp cuts left, goes down the sidelines, 33 yards for a score. The PAT was good. It was Ridgeview 14, Liberty 3. And then later on, Moya hits Baines as he rolls to his right for the touchdown. The PAT is not successful, but Ridgeview has a very commanding 20-3 lead at the half. Puskarich for Liberty catches the pass from Medina for the score to basically get Liberty on board. At that point, I think it was 20-9. The PAT good 20-10, but Cotton Moy came back, scores a touchdown for Ridgeview. That was early in the fourth quarter to bring them up 26-10, and basically that was the ball game. And Jounty runs about 23 yards for a score late in the game, but it was a little bit too late, and the final score 26-16. So there you have it, both teams at 3-2 right now heading into their league season. So my player of the game, Brandon Tripp, with a close second would be Cotton Moya, number 3 for Ridgeview. I'm not sure what game we have coming up next in Bakersfield next Friday, but I'm sure it'll be a very competitive one as we start league seasons. And I'll be back in just a few moments with a final wrap-up here. The final score, once again, is Ridgeview on the road 26 and Liberty 16 on PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
That's going to wrap it up tonight from Liberty High School at Pat Preston Memorial Stadium in Northwest Bakersfield, where Ridgeview came in here, the Wolfpack, and defeated the Liberty High Patriots 26-16. Both teams now with 3 wins and 2 losses overall, and both will head into league play next week. Ridgeview in the South Yosemite League and Liberty in the Southwest Yosemite League. I'd like to thank you for joining us on PlayOnSports.com tonight for our coverage of Friday Night Football from Bakersfield, California. Be sure to check out PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Joe Rollleader, our videographer, that is Mike McAdoo, I'm Mark Heffernan saying so long. We hope you'll join us next week, next Friday nights on your destination for high school sports and Friday Night Football, PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.